Good evening, everyone. Hope y'all have had a great Sunday. Some calmer weather today. We've had lots of clouds around, also a few stray showers, but mostly dry throughout your Sunday. Cloud coverage continues as we take a live look at Live IMAX 12. Now, we do have a stationary front down to our south, and that front tried to move through. It is kind of stalled out, and that does look to be where it's going to stay over the next few hours. Now, as a result of that, we're going to have some fog developing south of that frontal boundary. So that's where we have this dense fog advisory. Visibility could be low in these areas tomorrow morning, so be sure that you give yourself a few extra minutes to get to work. The advisory goes from 1 a.m. Monday to 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Again, only these counties colored in gray does not include the metro. For everyone else, expect cloud coverage to continue. A stray shower or two is not out of the question, but most of us will be dry tonight. Just expect, again, overcast skies to continue. Temperatures in the low 60s, 62 in Jackson, 61 in Carthage, mid 60s in Hattiesburg, 64 in Macomb and Columbia. Tomorrow, dry for the first half of the day. The potential for scattered showers and thunderstorms will return by the afternoon. We're going to have lots of clouds around for most of the day. Once again, temperatures still will climb into the upper 70s to near 80, 79 in Jackson, 82 in Hattiesburg, 77 in Yazoo City, as well as Carthage. Now tomorrow, with the potential for those thunderstorms, some of those will be capable of becoming severe. Damaging winds and large hail are the main concerns, but a brief tornado is not out of the question with any storm that does turn severe. Slight level 2 out of 5 risk for mainly areas along Interstate 20 and points to the north. Further south of that, marginal level 1 out of 5 risk is in effect. Starting dry in the morning, cloud coverage continuing. As we head towards the afternoon, we'll start to see a little bit of a pop-up activity here. Now you'll notice this is not going to be widespread. This is not going to be anything like what we had on Saturday, where we just saw a lot of us saw between 1 to 3 inches of rain. It's not going to be like that. We're going to have a couple of scattered storms around, nothing widespread, but they're going to move through pretty quickly during the afternoon. You'll see the model just depicting a few of those. Not saying this is exactly what's going to happen, but the model trends have been north of Interstate 20 has a greater chance to see some of these thunderstorms, and the further south you are, the lower your chance will be. Now, we'll still likely have some pop-up storms in south central Mississippi over to the Pine Belt as well. They're going to clear out pretty quick. By sunset tomorrow, we will be drier, and we'll even start to see some clearing in the clouds by tomorrow evening. So stay weather aware tomorrow. We will have the potential for some more stronger storms producing damaging wind as well as large hail. But the tornado threat is not zero. Temperatures in the low 80s by Tuesday and Wednesday. We will cool down back into the low 60s by Thursday. That's going to be due to a cold front passage, and that cold front is going to bring us our next best chance of showers and thunderstorms by the time we get to Wednesday. Wednesday afternoon looks to be the prime time for this to move in at this point. Also watching the potential for severe weather on Wednesday as well. A level 2 out of 5 risk has already been issued by the Storm Prediction Center. Includes all of central Mississippi, much of the Pine Belt, so we're going to be monitoring this over the next several days as well. We will get the timing down and the specific threats over the next few days, but for now, just plan on not only the potential for a few stronger storms for your Monday afternoon, but Wednesday does look to bring a better chance of seeing stronger storms. About 1 to 2 inches of rain is expected Wednesday into Thursday. Tomorrow, very scattered in nature. We're not going to have to be worrying about any flash flooding or certainly anything like that. Not going to have to deal with that. Rainfall amounts will be lower tomorrow, all of us staying likely below 1/4 of an inch, maybe a 1/2 inch if you get lucky, but then as we move towards Wednesday and Thursday, 1 to 2 inches of rain is expected. So for the 8 days, starting on a kind of dreary and stormy note, we'll have clouds every day through Wednesday, showers and thunderstorms potentially tomorrow afternoon. Not widespread, more scattered in nature. The coverage of rain and storms will be better on Wednesday when that front moves through. Highs in the upper 70s to low 80s will stick with us through Wednesday, lows in the 60s. We're going to cool down briefly for the second half of the work week, back in the upper 40s Thursday morning. High temperature back in the low 60s Thursday afternoon. Then we'll warm towards the weekend. Can expect lots of sun. It's going to be a beautiful end to the week with temperatures back in the low 80s by Saturday and Sunday. Hope y'all have a great rest of this Sunday. and a great work week ahead. Meteorologist Megan Hanna will be here tomorrow morning with your next weather update. Now, we will be on the CW tonight at 9 and WJTV at 10, and join us there for news, some more weather, and sports as well. Thank y'all for watching here on Facebook Live or on YouTube.